All right, it's the morning of the 4th of July. And it's longer than I wanted it to be since I set my camera trap up. I couldn't figure out a time to sneak back up here, so I left it in this sort of precarious position over the creek, if you'll remember. And I wanted to come back up a few days ago, but I couldn't pull it off, and wound up leaving town, came back, and now it's the 4th of July. The park is just a zoo, crawling with people. You wouldn't believe it. No, not really, but it will be probably later today. So I snuck up here early morning, and I'm gonna get to this thing, and I am just stressing a little bit about what condition my camera will be in. Even more so than what might be on it, I'm worried about whether or not it's gonna be floating in a creek. So we shall see. So they opened the road, which is a major big deal. It's still got damage in one spot, so they're doing controlled traffic in one area at Sulphur Works. But that means that I can get within a half mile, probably, maybe more, but pretty close to my winter camera that's still under a snowbank up there. I don't know if I have time today, honestly, to make a run for that thing. We'll see how this goes, but it's within reach anyway. So sometime here pretty quick, I'll be able to go grab that camera and see what's on it. So that's exciting. But I have 4th of July obligations today, so I don't know if I'll make it. But again, I'm not in a super big rush to get that anymore after getting up there and seeing that there's no active use in the winter. So it'll be a great spot in the fall, but I'm not itching to get a camera trap up there anytime soon. So we'll get there. I'm hoping I'm not gonna have to break out my GPS here, but of course I'm going a different way in than I went before, relying on my sense of direction, which is pretty good, but maybe not that good. So we'll see. All right, I think I'm about there. We're gonna discover this thing together, and you can see my real, genuine tears if it's underwater. So our creek bed down there. Oh, I'm right on top of it. I think I'm upstream a little. Right up here. If I remember right. Maybe I'm down. It's just too thick. There we go. Come on, buddy. Be alive. Oh, I got a glimpse. I think we're okay. There she is. Look at that. Standing proud. So either we've got no critters or the bears were nice to me. I better check it out. All right. This is my custom stick that I always use to tie up the camo. Never failed me. I mean, I don't use the same stick everywhere, but a stick. It looks like it has tilted down some, like I want it up a little bit. It's definitely moved slightly. But I'll take anything that's not a cold bath right now. Oh yeah, it tilted down a lot. Big movement. Looks like the water was tripping it. At least some. Nighttime stuff. Lot of water. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go bigger here. Nighttime. Oh, there's gonna be a lot to look at. I'm gonna flip through it, and I'll fire the camera back up if there's anything awesome on there. All right, I figured out why it tipped. You see my stick, kind of my 2x4 down there holding it up, but there's a kind of a fresh high water line there. Check this out. I don't know if you see that. That is like snowpack. We got a pretty decent storm up here. It swelled and moved. So far just a couple of deer and a freak snowstorm. There's a critter right there, hard to tell. That guy. What's that, man? Cool. I'll keep flipping through. All right, it looks like we had one bear that kind of came through on that side. Not a good picture. Would have been awesome if he was closer down. Several deer. One kind of mystery animal that could be a bear, kind of stretched out. I'm gonna get that on the computer and see if I can figure anything else out. It looks a little small for a bear, so maybe it's a little one, but and that's about it. A lot of triggers. It's like this snowstorm happened, the creek swelled, tilted the board a little bit, and we were kind of staring at the water for the rest of the time, and got a lot of triggers when the creek swelled up. It started tripping my sensor, which makes sense because I set it pretty close to you know, where it was going to trip it anyway. So cool spot, definitely a crossing, definitely got some critters, but no fox action, but you know, that's to be expected. I'm gonna pull it, take it home, charge everything up. I just, mostly because I don't want to leave it in this spot and I don't have time to scout out a new spot. So I'm gonna drive on through the park, and if I feel like I can make a sprint for that other camera, I'm gonna try it, but we'll see what time it is. All right. Check this out. See those little tracks? That could be a deer, could be anything. This is like a really soft ground. That looks more like the gait of like a coyote. Looks like a trotting dog to me. I would bet coyote on that one. So I'm kind of in the like old lava flow area. Very cool. All these trees are kind of stunted. So I'm gonna drive through the park. I'll show you some of that. There's still snow up high, obviously, and I don't know if I have time to dash for my trail cam, but that may be a job for another day. Maybe I'll come back, set the camera trap up again, and grab that camera on the same day. Maybe I'll set the camera trap up at elevation a little bit. That sounds like a plan. Might be good. Happy 4th of July to all the Americans watching this. Kind of cool to be out here all by yourself on the 4th of July. I was dreading the crowds in the park, and it's funny, I got here early enough, the gate wasn't even, you know, there was nobody at the booth yet. I saw like one car. There's nobody here. There's a snow plant. You guys seen those? So these, they're like a fungus. There's a few more over there. They are like fairly rare. They only grow in like this part of the Sierra and Cascades, and apparently they're like a endangered species. And I grew up being told never touch them, never pick them, because they're very special and they're rare. And there's more up there. When I got older, I realized nobody's touching those things. They're disgusting. They're sticky. They're always covered with ants. Like, who's picking those? I don't think anybody's picking them. So I don't tell people that anymore. I just say, hey, look, those are cool.